Hello and welcome. This is Game 3 between the Best of 3 series in the quarterfinals of ZOTAC number 261 versus the Nicker, spawning as the Blue Night Elf on the upper left side of the map versus the Lordo, spawning as the Purple Orc on the right side of the map, upper right side, yes indeed. I'm kind of waking up a little bit. Last game about put me to sleep, I'll be honest. There was not a lot of action in the game, and it really anticlimactically. I didn't get to cast game 2 because I can't get it to load, so I don't get to watch it, which is a little frustrating, but oh well, that's life sometimes. Honestly, this ZOTAC has been kind of uneventful in terms of big player names. We haven't seen Lucifer in this player, and in this tournament. Fly still not able to get into ZOTACs right now, so having some issues with that. Not really seeing, Thu's not here. If I had to take a guess, maybe it has something to do with the WCG China games that are being played right now. And, of course, WCG China qualifiers don't have replays. How frustrating is that? And the Korean WCG, of course, they don't even have a qualifiers this time around. It's all an invitational for some reason this year. I don't know what's going on with all that, but I don't know. We need replays, people. We need replays. But who knows? I will tell you guys this though, I have not done any live streaming yet, but I am working on it. I think I can start to live stream some Warcraft III games. This is not an announcement. I can't say 100% sure that I'll be able to do that, or with what quality I'll be able to do that, but I do intend to be able to do that at some point. I'm working on that, absolutely working on that. And I think it's looking good. It's looking good right now. I would definitely say it's looking up and it's looking plausible. So we do see the Blade Master just go ahead and crept that troll out and got himself a tome. Sold his TP, picked up Circlet of Nobility, picked up Dust of Appearance. Has 2 healing salves now, and he got that grunt just scouting around. Nicker, of course, did AOW creep this. Where did AOW go? Did it die? Did did he even AOW creep that? Where's his AOW? I guess the AOW has died. Oh no! Oh, I was like, what? Okay, here it is. It's walking across the map. Duh! I am so blind sometimes. It's literally this massive building walking across the map, like right there. It was probably on my screen at some point. That's sad. But anyway, Nicker at the teleport scroll and a Circlet of Nobility. He is level 2 now and got this grunt just scouting about. Not really too concerned about that grunt. And the Blade Master down here just creeping out this green. Always something you can. I meant to select the grunt. Selected a sheep. It's cool. Sheeps are cool. We do see Nicker picking up Boots of Speed right here from this shop. Now, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna go ahead and begin to creep this out, or is he gonna wait until his Blade Master until his Demon Hunter can come back over there? I don't know. We do see the Lordo putting up that War Mill again. This time, we might actually see it get canceled. Looks like it's actually gonna happen. And the Lordo's War Mill is gonna go canceled, just like that. Oh well, that's life, right? That is life. And so nicely done from Nicker to cancel that. The normal cancel timings, of course, aren't working against this strategy because this isn't the normal strategy. So, oops, making some noise I am. Sorry. But we're going to see that the Lordo, again, putting that War Mill right back up. And the Nicker coming right back in here. And going to get another cancel off, no problem. His Blade Master, of course, very tanky against these burrows. As you can see, it's not really phasing him all that much. We do see that Blade Master now at level 2. Going to send some grunts back to his base. And is he going to creep this troll? Probably going to creep the troll out. Goes ahead and sells his Dust of Appearance. Not too worried about that. Picks up a Boots of Speed. Here comes the Demon Hunter for the 3rd cancel on this War Mill. Is he going to be able to do it? No. Not going to happen this time because there are some grunts right here that could actually potentially block him into this base. Oh, really nice little sword of surround right there. It wasn't quite a surround, but almost was. So that was nice. Kind of screwed the Blade Master up, or the Demon Hunter up a little bit as he ran out of the base, but not a huge issue. He's gonna get out just fine. And here you see picking up a Tome of Strength on the Blade Master right there. So getting some more experience halfway through level 2. So definitely has more experience than the Demon Hunter. However, of course, the Demon Hunter getting those cancels off on that War Mill, really nice. And actually, I'm kind of intrigued here. Was that intended by the Lordo to have that War Mill go up so early in case it was getting canceled? Because I wonder, because as you can see, it's very close to the timing that he would have it up normally, I think, from Game 1, unless I've misinterpreted Game 1's timing. But if I remember correctly, he would start his Tier 2 tech and throw down a Watchtower at the same time, more or less, in Game 1 and in the Round 5 that we saw this strategy. So I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know exactly what he's doing or what he was intending to do there. But if he did do that, that's quite clever. Because on this map, of course, he does have this big gap in his base, right here. This big gap in his base right here. Yeah, like that. So maybe he was thinking it might get canceled, and so maybe that's why he did it. Or maybe he's always headed up a little bit early, just so it doesn't get canceled at tier 2. Who knows? I don't know. You see the Blade Master just trying to get some jack off right here. Someone left me a comment saying you have to quit. You gotta quit saying he's trying to get the jack off, and I just. It just hit me. It just hit me why he said that. I didn't get that when I read the comment. I was like, what's the problem with that? But now I got it now. The Blade Master taking a lot of damage, actually getting blocked. He's in a bit of trouble here. Looks like he's going to be able to get away without a huge issue. If he takes too much more damage than a mana burn will kill him. However, it looks like he's going to be able to get away because he does have that boost of speed. So that was really close, and I was laughing about the words jack off. So as you can tell, I'm a very mature person. I'm in college, so you know, male college student, very mature. My maturity level super high, you know, stupidly high. I'm stupidly mature. I am so okay. Look, the point is we have Lordo running into the base, trying to kill that Blade Master. Didn't quite get it off, and here it is, the double Spirit Lodge. Again, we're probably gonna see the Witch Doctor strategy. I like watching it. Let's see it. I want to see it. I'm definitely enjoying this today. This is definitely very enjoyable. This day has been a little bit of a drab outside. You know, it's been raining and all day and just not being a generally happy day weather-wise. So it's nice to see something so happy because witch doctors they're like, man, we haven't been used. That's not how witch doctors talk. They'd be like, yo, man, we haven't been used in so long in Warcraft 3. I don't know. I don't think that's how they talk either. Okay, look, anyway, the point is, right? The point is, it's a cheery moment in Warcraft 3 when you see mass witch doctors. That's not been a strategy since Reign of Chaos, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, it's a cheery strategy. It's nice. I mean, you can still do that. You can still see that in Reign of Chaos, actually. You can still see mass casters, really, with any race in Reign of Chaos, just because casters in Reign of Chaos are stupidly good still. I mean, the really, you probably wouldn't see that with Undead, but yeah, when I played, I played up to like 1.18. I actually quit in 1.17, I think. No, I quit in 1.19. That's right. When I quit Reign of Chaos and moved to the Frozen Throne, I was a late adopter. I was like, I love Reign of Chaos, man, and I was pretty good at the game. I was fairly good. I competed with some of the better players in the world in Reign of Chaos at the time. We didn't have a very large competitive scene though. So when I was playing, I think there was like less than like 30 people who were actively playing in tournaments and leagues and stuff. So, you know, I mean, not really a lot, but you know. So, and some people is probably thinking, yeah, so you mean like Frozen Throne now, huh? Which would be wrong. It would be wrong, right? I mean, there are definitely more than 30 players. There's only like a handful of known players right now in the Frozen Throne. You know, Thu, Sky, Infi, Fly, all those players who are actively playing Warcraft 3 still. But there are still a lot of players who are like a tier below that. For example, TheLordo is playing. We have Nicker playing. We have Daxi playing, 9527 is playing, we have WFZ playing, Lucifer's playing again, Ted's playing again. So I mean, I could keep going with that, but you know, I'm tempted to look at Seshi. You know, there's some people in Ari still playing. I don't know how to pronounce that. Celeb, for example, Email. I'm still going. I said I was going to stop, but anyway, the point is, there's actually a lot of people currently playing Warcraft 3. Not a lot playing in ZOTAC. Compared, perhaps, that you would say these are players you would see constantly playing in these active tournaments. There's quite a few going on, though, in the Asian scene, the Chinese, and the South Korean scene. Mostly the Chinese scene. But yeah, I'm not casting this game at all. I just realized. I'm sorry. So we do see some Dryads are being out. Some Dryads are out. We do see the Demon Hunter with a Orb of Venom and the Beastmaster second with some Bears. So this is a lore build. Here comes a Goblin Zeppelin. Or I say here comes a Goblin Zeppelin. There's a Goblin Zeppelin out for oops, good lord. For the Lordo, picking up that Shadow Hunter and those two grunts. This could be a pretty big push into the Lordo's base should Nicker try, but there are some towers up right there. It would be really, really hard to penetrate this base, so he's probably not going to try that. Over here we can see that Nicker now getting an expansion up right there. Double Ancient of Lore going bears at this point. They are Master Bears, I believe. Let me see. Yes, indeed, they are. No upgrades on those units, however, besides from the Master. Maybe has the Roar. The Roar while in bear form is upgraded. I don't. That's a possibility. Can't really tell unless he actually casts it. Over here for Lordo, we do have the Trill Witch Doctors at Master upgrade, of course, and getting those wards out from that Shadow Hunter again. Pretty much what you would kind of expect from what we've seen. And that is, of course, level 10 Red Dragon, who drops 2 amazing items. You can get some really... If you get a Potion of Divinity, I think it's like a 20-second invulnerability potion. It's insane the amount of invulnerability that is. You can get a Stone Golem, you can get a Red Drake that's level 6 summoned from here. And, of course, as a level 10 Dragon, of course, it does have the ability to just swoop down and eat a Grunt, which is now in its belly. And they have to, you know, they gotta cut it open. They gotta say, we're gonna cut open the belly of the Red Dragon to get the Grunt out, and that's what we're gonna see happen. Watch, see. It's surgery in Warcraft 3. A Wand of Illusion, and he's standing on the other item. Come on, Grunt, move, or don't. That's fine. Ooh, a Scroll of Restoration, 300 hit points and 150 mana for all the units around. That's pretty nice. You can get some really nice items from there, though. You can get a Scroll of Resurrection. I think I'm pretty I don't know. We see a Grunt back here not being picked up by the Zeppelin. Yeah, look at that Grunt. He's like, oh man, they left me. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna see this Grunt being picked off. Maybe this Grunt's gonna be killed as well. Now he's going, oh shit, man, I need to get away from here. Did you see what they just did to Bob? Oh man, Bob's dead. Oh man, that's not good. I'm good back here. I'll stay on this island. It's better than execution. You know, anyway, back to the game, right? So back to the game. We do see that Grunt moving, so now it has now been recognized by the Lordo that Grunt is there. And some peons are being dropped. And there's the Shadow Hunter being dropped with a tiny Great Hall. Gonna go ahead and get that expansion up to match Nicker's expansion. I don't know if he knows about it, but he probably can guess. And here comes this Grunt and the Shadow Hunter back in the Zeppelin. Now, are we gonna see the Grunt go down as well? We might see this Grunt die. We might witness a murder. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Tom.
A player's forces are under attack.
And that's why I never want to join the Horde. I'm lying. I actually am part of the Horde in World of Warcraft. That's right. Not that I really play the game. I think I got my panda up to level 10 since Mist of Pandaria have released. So I'm level 10. 10 levels in, you know, a month or two, however long it's been out. Pretty good. I'm a pretty fast leveler. So anyway, we do have Nicker down here. With that, the Ancient of War just chilling out at the natural spot for expansion from the Lordo. It's really difficult to take ground expansions against Elf on this map. That's why you see people liking to take these ones instead, these island expansions. Now we do have spiked upgrades for the buildings. That means if a melee unit attacks it, damage is done back to its return. I don't know what level of spikes those are. I think they get bigger, progressively larger with each upgrade of spikes you can go. I think you can get 3 different upgrades on those. And they look fairly large, so they might actually be fully upgraded, but I don't know. I have no idea. But it's real. Oh, that was my phone. Sorry. I'm just going to put that to silent. Just put that to silent over there. No problem. Sorry about that. And over here we can see that this is going to be the Tauren Chieftain as well as the Blade Master coming down here, getting some more wards off from the Witch Doctors as he runs around, coming over here to maybe try to creep this out, but slightly too late, my friend Lordo, slightly too late. Nicker going to lose a Wisp right there. Nicker down here with a Mountain Giant getting 1/1 research upgrades, and it looks like that's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out, actually. I'm kind of curious. I'm curious. Level 4 on the Beastmaster with a Staff of Silence, a Staff of Preservation. Very nice. And over here for the Demon Hunter, also a Staff of Preservation, and Vol Potion, 2 Boots of Quilth Laws. Very nicely to have. The Lordo trying to run away with a Speed Scroll. However, as you can see, the Beastmaster is actually incredibly fast, just chasing him down with that Boot of Speed. Not being too concerned about it. And the Lordo going to be forced to TP out of here, because without the Speed Scroll, he is very slow. One Spirit Walker taking a ton of damage, almost being killed, but not going to happen. The Lordo has a Goblin Shredder up right now. And there's that. It's got a Goblin Shredder up to try to balance out this big wood and gold difference here, because of course you can see he has like 3 times the amount of gold, which he did just by a TP scroll. So that's gonna, yeah, there it is. Not gonna be as big of a difference now, but whatever. Anyway, the point is that Nicker is got his expansion up. He's at 79 out of 80 food, and the Lordo still at 50, banking away, just trying to be as efficient as he possibly can be, getting those upgrades, which you have to be efficient if you're going to be maxing out some upgrades like the way he has done so. I believe Master on both of these. Yes, indeed. Master on those Spirit Walkers, Master on those Troll Witch Doctors. You have to be efficient when that happens. Otherwise, you're going to have some serious issues with army size. And so that's why he has to have his base so well defended with these towers, with his positions that he's used. This is all very important if you're going to get 2 master upgrades on 2 different casters. That is an insanely expensive process to go through. You know, it takes a long time, takes a lot of issues. And of course, he also has the Coda Beast upgrade from the drums. You can always tell because normally it's like +1, and if it's upgraded, it's +4. And it might be +2. It's +1 or +2. But the point is, when it's upgraded, it's +4. So that's how you can always tell, because you can't read it. It doesn't say down here if it's increased or not. It just says, hey, you got war drums, eh? Yep, more drums. So that's all you got right there. And let's look over here. We're going to see this is the Army 2-1 now upgrades for the Mountain Giants. And, of course, that is also the Dryads as well. And the Bears, they all share the same upgrade path. I know. It's pretty amazing if you're an elf. But over here for Lordo, I don't think he actually is getting any upgrades other than those master upgrades, because why would he? You know, he's got all these units. Looks like we're actually going to see some liquid fire being researched. That is, of course, just for bats. And what does that do? As well, you can read it, but I'll tell you, it essentially means that the buildings that are attacked by a fire bat, by a troll bat rider, are set to fire, and you can't repair them while they're set on fire, and they do damage. It does damage over time because the building's burning. So it's actually kind of cool. It's a cool mechanic. In StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2, if a building sets fire, it starts taking damage over time, but you can repair it. So that's kind of, it's interesting to see the parallels between the games, and that is what I'm going to choose to be my parallel between Warcraft and StarCraft. I know, that's the best parallel ever. So here you have a stasis trap, a serpent ward being placed down. It looks like Nicker may decide to attack at this point. Those Mountain Giants are pretty big. He does have the ability to staff them out. He could probably pick off a few units and TP out if he so chose, but will he? That is the question. What is this? We have 2 Orb of Lightnings on the Blade Master. I'm not sure why, because only one of them will work. The other one will not do anything other than give 5 damage to the Blade Master. Maybe he's going to pass it to one of his... Maybe he's going to pass it over to the Shadow Hunter, because that would be great. Maybe he'll pass it over to the Tauren Chieftain. That would be great. Better on the Shadow Hunter than the Tauren Chieftain at level 1. If the Tauren Chieftain gets higher levels, he gets level 3 Endurance, or then having an Orb on him is just crazy good. But it's also pretty good on a Shadow Hunter just because she's ranged. It's probably a guy too. I don't know. I don't know the genders. I feel like I'm safe to just assume every hero is a guy. But that's not sexist at all, is it? No. It's safe to assume every hero in the world is a guy. That seems safe to assume to me. Yeah. That's, like that is exactly how I wanted that to come out. Actually, I actually have like 10% demographic of female on YouTube. So if I just pissed off like 10 viewers, because I think that's 10 I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There's a guy. There's somebody. Anyway, okay, look. I keep getting away from the game. Look. I don't know if this is a guy or if this is a girl. I can't tell. There's not enough model detail there. And we do have this army balled up right here. And we do have Nicker's army right here balled up as well. Just one of these guys, they're eventually going to fight. It's like we're just waiting back and forth, back and forth. Each person try to take an inch, give an inch, take an inch, give an inch, you know. Nothing really happening here. We do see a stasis trap going off, but again, that's not even a stasis trap. Like, it wasn't a great stasis trap, but it was a stasis trap going off, and that's not going to cause this fight to be initiated. So who knows? But we do see now finally a mana burn coming off from that Demon Hunter. He's also going to go ahead and get hexed as well, and we're getting a little bit of damage coming on to the Blade Master, or from the Blade Master to the Blade Master, and from the Blade Master, if I can speak. The army just getting a few whacks and getting a few whacks. Surprisingly, the entire army did about as much damage as the Blade Master did. 252 damage crits, very nice. That bear immediately going down. He does have 2 Staff of Preservations over here, and 2 Staffs of Silence, actually. Oh my, well that could be some issues. There, we can see a lot of these units are staffed up, or silenced right now, but no longer, actually. They were there for a second, and we're going to see a Scroll Protection being used very nicely. The Tauren Chieftain actually taking some damage down to Red HP, being picked up by that Goblin Zeppelin, and over here we can see those Mountain Giants just can't get into a position worth fighting in. And so it looks like the Lordo is actually going to probably win this fight. He's really got better positioning here. Here you can see the Blade Master trying to get away, but taunts from the Mountain Giant keeping him in. He's just like, I'm leaving, I'm leaving. That was me doing a Blade Master impression. Anyway, so yeah. So we can see that the Lordo convincingly winning that fight. No problems at all. Killing a couple of bears. Look back here. There's a bear here. I'm not sure why it's here, but it's here. Maybe he used a moon wall to heal all the way up. That might have been exactly what happened. You can see this is the Goblin Zeppelin taking some hits. Nothing was in it, though. Nothing at all. So it goes down. Goblin Zeppelins don't have any food cost. Now, I still don't get why you would use this Orb of Lightning. I mean, it's just 5 damage. I mean, it's nice with the crits, but and that's obviously, I think that's why he's doing it, just to get those crits up to 216. That's still, I don't know, it's odd, but I feel like a Circlet might be better than an Orb of Lightning. I mean, for my cost, the Circlet costs like half as much, but I guess if we don't need to worry about the gold cost, then whatever. Then we do see a Mountain Giant getting staffed out there at just 50 HP or so. And we're going to see this Dryad going down. A Hex off onto the Demon Hunter. And, oh, some damage, but not going to get purged. So now he's just, you know, we're just seeing the Blade Master chasing him. The Blade Master is chasing him, of course, so is the Tauren Chieftain. We're going to see it looks like a mana burn off on the Tauren Chieftain. He's about to hit level 2. So, you know, just trying to burn that mana down before it happens, essentially. Getting those wards placed, essentially. Getting those wards everywhere. Look at those stasis traps. Now, it's cool. Stasis traps has a circle about the size of this box right here, more or less. That's an estimate, but that's about what it is. And whenever a stasis trap goes off, then, you know, anything inside of that range, the serpent wards are making it very, very difficult to make my box. But about like this, then any other stasis traps in that range will also be destroyed instantly. They're all used at the same time. So, yes. I do agree. Orc, very good tactic. I agree with this observer, Confuci. But yeah, so is that actually what's going on? We see a 90 versus 90 food army? Wow, we do. That is very something you don't normally see. We do have some patrol bat riders now in this fight as well. Of course, these mountain giants. It doesn't look like this is 90 food army for the elf, just because those mountain giants. I think they're like 9 food each. It's a huge, huge amount. Although maybe it's 7 food. It might be 7 food. The ob says 7, so that does seem right. It does. I always overestimate it, I think. But anyway, we're going to see this fight going off. Another silence going off into that caster group. That's so many casters, though. I mean, just crazy. The Lordo not in the greatest positioning right here, trying to get into a better position, trying to back up and fight, spread out again. He needs that position. Also running through those stasis traps, and we do have these stasis traps up there still. So they're not going to, so if anything runs up that way, it's going to get stunned as well. So now he's ready to fight. Says this is a position I want to fight in. Turning around to fight this fight, and we're going to see some units being staffed out immediately. And let's see, is that Dryad going to go down? The Dryad does go down, and here come those peons. The peons are great for this strategy because they do block. You don't want to really fight the peons. It looks like that the Blade Master taking a ton of damage, immediately being put into that Zeppelin. The Zeppelin being focused down. That Blade Master is out of mana right now. A scroll of healing, 2 scrolls of healing going off. So the Blade Master, of course, is your central kind of part of your damage. And we do see those healing wards being used, but of course only 1 healing ward matters. It doesn't matter how many you have up, just only one counts as far as the amount of healing that you get. It's nice to have a bunch of them out if you can afford the mana. And with this many Troll Witch Doctors, he can afford to do what he's doing mana-wise. Still, it's a little inefficient, but the only thing that difference that makes is it's harder to kill them. So there's that. Just spamming wards, doing what he needs to do. And it looks like the Lordo is actually winning this fight. I mean, big surprise, right? That Blade Master is level 5, plus 22 damage. The Coda Beast gives him up to plus 34. And here you can see some watchtowers actually being placed outside of Nicker's base. Oh, it's on now, man. That means Nicker can no longer just choose to run away from these fights. It's finally at Nicker's base, and the Orc is finally in a position that he's okay with fighting in. And we'll see exactly how this works. Nicker coming in here with those wisps. Those wisps are going to be really nice to have just to drain the mana on these guys, because he needs to drain mana if he can. Oh, but are they actually going to get stopped? They're not going to be able to do that. We're only going to have one going off. It's only 15 mana, but still 50 mana on each one of those is a lot. You can see a second one going off that's 100 mana. 150 mana is burned right now from these casters. You can see it really hurts their mana, brings them very low down on mana. There's not really a whole lot of mana on these Spirit Walkers, for example. You see something getting staffed out. The Demon Hunter died. A Mountain Giant getting staffed out. I think he might have meant to staff out the Demon Hunter right there, but it did get down. It got killed. These crits, the crits are really just doing absolute work right now. Let's watch that. How much is he going to crit for? He's going to crit here in a second. It's bound to happen. Next hit, right? Nope. Wow, there it is. 328 damage and lots of crit damage. He just hit like 9 times in a row without a crit. That's only when you're watching, right? 336, just absolute insane amount of damage. And the Mountain Giant's gonna go down. That's just the imbalance of Blade Master, and I think we can all agree. That is a little bit imbalanced. That is a ridiculous amount of damage on that Blade Master. Holy crap. I mean, that's just retarded. And hopefully no one's getting offended by I just said that word. I try not to say that word because I do realize it does offend some people. The R word that I just said, so I do apologize if I did offend anyone. Didn't mean to. But anyway, so if I did offend you, but I didn't mean to. But anyway, here's the Lordo with the Blade Master. Here's those Spirit Walkers. And this fight, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is one of those things where it's like the Orc is slowly winning this game, and I feel like there's nothing the Elf can do about it because that Blade Master is so strong. Nicker obviously switching up his strategy. He's trying to find something to deal with his strategy. I'm sure the Lordo has used this in every single game. The strategy is very nice, very effective, but you know, how do you deal with this as an Elf? Because I'm not sure. I don't know what he could do. I feel a little bit bad for Nicker. I don't know what he could do. He did win game 1, I think, or did he win game 1? Did he? No, I think the Lordo won game 1. I think the Lordo did win game 1. So maybe Nicker would have won game 2. Maybe this. I don't know. I don't know how he won. I'm curious. I wish I could watch the replay. That would be awesome if I could just watch that replay, but I can't. That's unfortunate, but that is what it is. These watchtowers are up. That Demon Hunter coming back out now. Gonna go ahead and mana burn a Spirit Walker, and the Torn Chieftain now doing some damage. You see that Zeppelin immediately being focused down. The Zeppelin was able to save so many units for the Orc, so you know, of course it's nice to go ahead and kill that if you can. The Blade Master has only lived in that one fight because of that. That Demon Hunter taking a ton of damage again, immediately being staffed, but only giving a couple of inches away to get away from that Blade Master. Of course, that turns out that was enough. When you can see that when the Coda Beast isn't around, his crits are literally 100 less. I mean, that is insane. It was 222 right there. Let's see if we can get another one. Oh, he's not in the range of that Coda Beast. Back into the range of that Coda Beast. So there is 336. Just absolutely insane how much damage that Coda Beast provides, and also how much that second Orb of Lightning, just that +5 damage provides, actually. So he needs to kill that Coda Beast if he can. Definitely really needs to take out that Coda Beast. That Coda Beast is just absolutely insane amount of damage provided to this Blade Master. I mean, just insane. It really is. I mean, and the Blade Master is staying pretty close to that Coda Beast all the time. Let's see. Now there. Oh, yeah, still having it. Still having the range on the Coda Beast. 356. The Blade Master, or the Demon Hunter, goes down, and just man, this Blade Master hurts. Man, this is a pretty good map for a Blade Master, I'll be honest, because there's so many items you can get. And honestly, though, even though there are 3 circlets and 2 orbital lightnings, you can buy that from your shops. You know, this comes from the shop on the map. This comes from your Voodoo Lounge. This is just a +6, and this is only one more than another orb of lightning. So if you had 3 orbs and 3 circlets, I mean, that's just. You can do this on any map, is what I'm saying. If you can get level 5, you can do this much damage on any map. You know, you have your upgraded war jumps from your Coda Beast, and you have essentially 3 circlets and 3 orbs. I mean, essentially what you have. Insane. It's just insane. That's a lot of damage. Nicker has an expansion down here. He has an expansion here. He has an expansion here. Is this an expansion? Nope. Ancient War. And the Lordo has 1 expansion. But he's clearly going to win this game. So that's I mean, I'm sure Nicker is probably not going to give up right now, but maybe he will. Who knows? I mean, he doesn't. Even with these expansions, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I feel like maybe just going Masked Chimera would have been better, you know, and just Masked Chimera. mass chimeras and hippogriffs, maybe. I have no idea. I mean, I have no idea. But once you get this big of an army, you can't really start massing bats. I mean, look at the food count, 79. I guess you could make some bats, but if you can sneak in some chimeras up and then use your siege damage to come in here and break out, to kill the bestiaries and the little burrows, maybe you could win that way. I don't know. I'm sure there's some strategies. I'm sure Nicker has some ideas for how to deal with this, but wow, I don't know. I mean, we might start seeing this strategy more often. Who knows? This is it's entertaining to watch for sure. I definitely enjoy these fights a lot more than the standard mass dot versus the standard orc, grunt raider walker strategies. Those fights, I guess they're probably just boring because I've watched them so many times, but I don't know. I enjoy seeing these words everywhere, so I do enjoy the strategy. I mean, is it relying a little bit on Imba? Maybe, but I mean, honestly, if the Blade Master didn't do a lot of damage, it would also not be that great for him, because then how would he deal with a lot of the other stuff? So who knows? Here we see Nicker taking the fight to the Orc base, sneaking in here with a Zeppelin, and of course the Lordo gonna go ahead and pick off some of these Dryads here. It looks like two Dryads, maybe 3 Dryads are picked off right there. I think that's 3, yeah, and the rest gonna be picked up in this Zeppelin and brought back over here, and no, there's a TP scroll right there. If he can get level 6 and 6, he could definitely stand a chance. So level 6 Demon Hunter would probably just absolutely rip through Lordo's army composition. And if he got 2 level 6s right there, then he would definitely be able to win. So I guess he does have a much better chance than I was really giving him credit for in this game. He could definitely win, I guess. Level 6 ult, because if you have the Illidan ult, then that is insane amount. And if he just scouted over here, or I guess he did scout over here. So I'm not sure why he didn't just go up that way. I'm not sure why he's running down this way. But I don't know. It's odd. But if he does get those 2 level 6s, those ults together would actually do a ton of damage. I mean, the Stampede is just, well, it's just a retarded. I'm sorry, I said it again. It's just a ridiculous amount of damage, and so is Illidan's ult with that AOE on it in the range attack. So, but is it gonna happen? It looks a little bit unlikely in this fight because it's gonna lose that Demon Hunter. Maybe. Nope. The Demon Hunter barely living at 42 life. I thought he was gonna die for sure there with that stun. I was like, oh man, but no, barely getting out using an Invoke Potion. Nicely done by Nicker. Very nicely done. And now he's gonna run away. Here we do see that Zeppelin being picked off by the Lordo. I guess by himself he does 304 damage crits, but still, it's crazy. It's crazy how much damage that is. I swear I saw him crit at 202. Maybe it was just my mind, but who knows? Maybe it was just my mind. Over here you can see there's still 3 expansions up for Nicker. Here he is putting up a Hunter's Hall as an Ancient of Lore, massing Dryads, Moonwells, trying to get some Moonwells up. Still at 70 food. I mean, still at 70 food. But this army composition just can't deal with this army composition at all. It's just, it's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. The Spirit Links are really nice. The wards are really nice. This army has a lot of synergy. It does. The Tauren Chief, having the Tree Hero is also really nice because it allows you to get those Serpent wards down. Just as many wards as you can get. Spamming wards is really nice. But here you see the Lordo trying to take another expansion, and Nicker throwing down an Ancient of War beside it. But the Lordo's like, "Come on, guy! I got stuff. I got stuff. I can find it. I got stuff. I do. And he does. He has stuff. He has all kinds of stuff. So here's Nicker, his little army, brigadier. I don't know how to say that word. Look, all I know, all I know is that I'm tired. This is actually going to be the last game I cast today, I think. I'll get the finals up tomorrow. That'll have to happen. I just realized, like, I am tired. But anyway, so we have Nicker. Here's Nicker's army, and here is the Lordo's army. And, oh, looks like, yeah, that's going to be the Quilby's going down right there. There's not going to be a lot to keep that thing alive. And here we can see Knight Nicker running away. Here is the Lordo chasing him, chasing down this army. Oh boy. Oh boy. And here comes that Blade Master. And Windwalk and immediately open up on the Blade Master. The Blade Master is now kind of surrounded, not quite. Gonna get stunned as well. It does have a teleport scroll. He can TP out and might have to. There is the TP. Level 6 on that Blade Master. He does have his ult at this point, of course. And just, jeez. Just jeez, man. Jeez Louise, man. He does so much damage with this army. You can see that Nicker actually teleported to this place. So now he has to fight. And this isn't looking like it's going to go well for him. Demon Hunter goes down level 7 on the Blade Master. Nicker making a very angry face. If you can see that,
Town is under siege.
it's two hyphens for the eyes, not a happy face. The Holt's from the Shadowhunter, making all those units invulnerable, and there is the GG on Nicker. So that is an insane amount of damage from the Lordo. Wow, the Blade Master was just so good, and it was so hard to kill those units that he had all those casters. I mean, that I think that might be a new strategy we start seeing a lot more of, but who knows? Well, I don't know. Maybe there's a simple counter that someone will figure out very quickly, but it doesn't look like it. It doesn't. Maybe some kind of tower rush or so. I have no idea. Hunts might, maybe hunts, but just people yelling in my dorm. It's nice, but so that's game 3, and that is the quarterfinals. And like I said, I'm pooped. I'm gonna go hit the hay. So I get the finals up tomorrow. I'm actually not gonna hit the hay. I have to process all this stuff, and it's just a matter of I wouldn't have time. I could cast the finals, but then I wouldn't have time to process them because then it'll be, I don't know what time it is. Let's see. It's 8:42. I'm hoping to get to bed before 12, so yeah, I won't have time for the finals tonight, but I will get those up tomorrow, and I'll see you guys next time.